Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our first annual Disney Musicals in Schools Student Chair Celebration. Please give a warm welcome to Providence Performing Arts Center President and CEO, Lynn Singleton.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the Providence Performing Arts Center's first ever Disney Musicals Schools Share Celebration. We're thrilled to have you all here joining us tonight to celebrate the accomplishment of these 4 schools. Are you out there? Their teachers, and most importantly, their students. For many of you, we assume that it's the first time on our stage, and the people who is the first time on our stage, stand up. The kids are you've never performed on that stage before. Thank you. Are we ready? As a participant in the program, each school received a free performance license and show kit materials to a Disney Kids musical and free in-school support from the Providence Performing Arts staff and teaching assistants. Now, after 17 weeks of rehearsing, we're not going to put you on the road just yet. These schools have performed their first musical production in their schools, and this evening we will see musical numbers from each production and celebrate the tremendous amount of work and dedication and school community has put into each performance. Congratulations on your accomplishment, for your dedication and your commitment of bringing this life-changing arts education program into your community, and you can always say that you were the first group to ever do it. Let's share it for them. Disney Musicals in Schools resembles, in many ways, the theater community. It's a community of collaboration. And we're going to collaborate with you tonight. And at this point, I'd love to introduce the person whose dream this was and who brought it all to fruition, the Performing Arts Director of Education, Dana Brazil. Enjoy.
Thank you, Lynn. We were fortunate to have been selected in the 2019-20 season to begin our Disney Musicals in Schools journey. Yeah. Unfortunately, that year we were cut short by COVID-19, but we are back. The Disney Musicals in Schools program focuses on celebrating sustainable musical theater programs in selected schools, and we have an amazing experience lined up for you tonight. As you may know, it takes a village, and I would like to take a few moments to recognize ours. It has been a great pleasure to work with the Disney theatrical team through this process in our first full year of this program. I would like to give a special thank you to Lisa Mitchell, Sarah Kenny, and Kiara Brown-Clark, who is with us tonight from Disney Theatrical Group. These women, with such a focused vision, have created a comprehensive performing arts curriculum, a wonderful training for our teaching artists, and supported us along the way. We are grateful for their partnership and collaboration. Each of the schools performing this evening went through a rigorous application interview process where they were selected from a pool of competitive candidates. We would like to recognize the teachers, who you will hear from later, and the leadership at these schools. Dr. Edna Koya at Elizabeth Baldwin Elementary, Jennifer Walker from Leviton Dual Language School, Cassandra Henderson from Asmser Elementary, and Abdi Ladande from Alan Sean Feinstein at Broad Street. We would also like to give a special thank you to our community partner from PPSD, Providence, Jael Lopes, and our arts specialists, Ernest Cox and Ricardo Pimentel from Pawtucket. Without your enthusiasm, drive, and passion for this program, we would not have been as successful implementing it in your districts. We are grateful for your partnership and your support. A program like this cannot be done alone. We would like to recognize district administration and our board of directors. Now, as I go on to recognize my Disney Musicals in Schools teaching artists, I'm going to ask my actors who will be performing Starts With a Dream on the stage to quietly take your places. We would like to recognize our PPAC teaching artists who have worked with teachers and the schools each week to help guide the school teams through the process of creating the first ever production. Working against many obstacles such as COVID-19, your love for the art form and teaching never wavered. Without you, this program would not have been possible. Melissa Costa, please rise when I call your name. Marissa Curley, Shania Fenton, Artemis Kasabian, Kristen Kilduff, May Mackery, Alexander Rickoff, Marissa Rabella, Amanda Ryan, and last but not least, our friend Gladys Cole. Let's give them a big round of applause. I would like to give an extra special thank you to my education coordinator, Betsy Rinaldi, who has proven to be amazing, a great theater mom according to the kids at Baldwin, and nothing short of my right hand. I couldn't have done it without her. Let's give her a round of applause. And a heartfelt thank you to almost 200 students, teachers who have participated in the program this year. We would also want to thank all of you, the family members, for supporting your children through this journey and coming to the performance tonight. Before I introduce our amazing host for this evening, we're going to kick off the show with a bang. An original song written specifically for this program by award-winning composer Alan Menken. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. It Starts With a Dream. amazing? Give it up for them. So much talent in the house. I'm talking Broadway, people. Broadway. It's just a 3-hour train ride to New York City. We're so close. We are so delighted to welcome our celebrated host to tonight's celebration. Our first host you can watch every weekday morning on Good Morning Providence. She is a native of Warwick, Rhode Island, and keeps all of us educated when it comes to the weather. Please help me welcome to the stage ABC 6 morning meteorologist Chelsea Priest. And our next guest you may have seen on Trinity Rep stage over the years in A Christmas Carol or a various array of other shows because he's been in a million. He is an award-winning actor and celebrity in this town because his name is Joe Wilson Jr. Please help me welcome these two amazing people to the stage.
Wow.
Amazing.
Hi, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Dana, for that wonderful welcome for us here tonight. So excited.
How is everybody doing? Yeah? It feels so great to be back in the theater. I've had the chance to be back at Trinity Rep over this past season, but it's so great to see everyone back in the theater after the 2 years that we've had. And how about that terrific opening performance? Yeah?
Wow.
What a truly special night it is for all of you performers out there, and also for your teachers, and a special shout out as a fellow teacher to your teachers. It's been a rough 2 years, teachers. All right, teachers. And also a special shout out to your families who are all here to celebrate your achievement. I can't wait to see more.
Joe, me too. I am so excited to be here tonight. This is going to be a night full of Disney magic. You know, Joe, you and I are both sort of performers, myself.
Yes.
You're the performer. I'm live on TV 5 days a week, and you appear live on stage in several productions, more than several, throughout the year. But you know, before a live performance, I still always get that nervous energy or excitement.
So do I. I still get nervous after doing this for about 25 years. I hope I didn't date myself. But I still get nervous too. But you know, I always try to remember to take that nervous energy and to put that nervous energy into my performance. So that's what I want all of you to do tonight. Use that energy you're feeling right now to sing out loud and proud. But most importantly, I want y'all to have a good time, all right?
That is some great advice from a true professional. But now, is everyone ready for some amazing performances? Yes! Okay, we have students here from both Providence and Pawtucket communities making their PPAC debuts. Before we begin, let's make sure everyone's here.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, y'all
Okay.
ready? Y'all ready to shout out loud? All right. So I want to hear it from Alan Sean Feinstein at Broad Street from the Providence School District.
Nice cheers. All right, what about Leviton Dual Language School from Providence Public School District?
Yowza.
Wow.
Wow. They're all warmed up. They're ready to sing. Hey, do we happen to have Asmser Elementary School from Providence in the house?
All right, and is Pawtucket School District's Elizabeth Baldwin Elementary School present? Wow. All right.
Wow.
All right, everyone's here, checked in,
All right.
ready to go, I think. So I think we should get the rest of the show started.
All right, Chelsea. I hope you're all ready to go on a journey around the world this evening.
Around the world.
It's true.
Okay?
There is nothing like musical theater to truly transport you to another place and time, and tonight is no exception. Tonight, we will have the opportunity to travel to many different places. Arundel, the Indian jungle, London, but we will start our journey tonight in Agrabah.
Exciting stuff, lots of great places. I have a question for you because I love all of these Disney stories, Joe. What is your favorite Disney character?
Well, to all the parents and teachers out there, I'll date myself again. You know, I'm old school. I love Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse and Pluto. Y'all know what I mean, parents? But you know, my favorite Disney musical is The Lion King, and my favorite character is Simba. Actually, The Lion King was a show I saw in Minneapolis before it went to Broadway, and that show made me cry. So it's my favorite show, and I love Simba.
It's such a good one. That is a classic as well. We were talking earlier, we're going back to VHSs, right? Because
Yeah.
I'm going to pick a classic movie as well for myself. The Little Mermaid, Princess Ariel, a classic Disney movie, right? The musical is amazing too. That is where I'm going to go with my favorite character. So 2 classics. But I think it is now time to get this amazing journey around the world started. So let's get ready to travel to Agrabah to sneak a peek at Elizabeth Baldwin Elementary School performing Friend Like Me from Aladdin Kids. But first, let's hear from one of Elizabeth Baldwin Elementary School's team members, Deborah Metaxas, about their journey to put on the production.
Good evening. This has truly been a great experience for our school. There has never been a musical production done at Baldwin. In the beginning, our students didn't even know what a musical was. They signed up to do a production, but they had no idea that they were going to have to learn how to sing and dance. Week after week, they worked together as a team. They learned new skills, and their confidence increased as they learned their scripts, songs, and dances. They helped and supported each other, making new friends, and they truly enjoyed working with our PPAC teaching artists. I personally found the opportunity to be uplifting. I was able to see the students in a different light since I'm the school nurse. I looked forward to our rehearsals during the week and truly felt pleased as I observed their progress. I was so proud to be there for their first show and felt that they did a wonderful job. We, as the teachers and staff at Baldwin, under the direction of Cecilia Calderon, worked together shopping and helped to make all of our costumes. We had a very small budget and had to get very creative. We thank Patty Gingras for helping us make all the costumes and the props. We could not have accomplished this without her. This teamwork has helped us to develop friendships that would not have been possible and will last a lifetime. In the end, our teachers and staff pulled together to make our program a success. Students are already asking if we'll have a program next year. They already miss our weekly rehearsals and are looking forward to producing this and working on stage tonight. This is such a great opportunity for our students. And now I'd like you to hear from one of our students, one of our genies, Nyan for Quaid.
Hello, everyone. So in this musical, we really had a hard time at the first start. It was super challenging for us because we really haven't done this. But through the time, we got even like better and expressed ourselves in our music and in our lines. And we hope that you will enjoy this song.
Thank you, Deb and Diane for. On behalf of Marissa and myself, it was a pleasure to work with the amazing team and amazing students at Baldwin.
We had such a wonderful time, and we are so excited to proudly present Elizabeth Baldwin Elementary performing Friend Like Me from Aladdin on the beautiful big Broadway stage at PPAC.
Marissa, shall we set the scene for them?
I think that's a great idea. In this scene, we find Aladdin trapped in the Cave of Wonders. When he finds a magical lamp that he rubs to shed some light, he meets an all-powerful genie who makes a grand entrance in Friend Like Me.
Power in your burning she's yours, she's yours, have some of color pink, tie all of color beat. I'm in the room to help you do your Mr. Lannister, have a wish or two or three. We're on the job and think about you ain't never had a friend, never had a friend. You ain't never had a friend, never had a friend. You ain't never had a friend like me. Like me. You ain't never had a friend like me.
That was fantastic. Let's hear it one more time for the Elizabeth Baldwin Elementary School.
Oh my goodness, incredible.
That
Incredible.
was so great. Chelsea, I must admit, I ain't never had a friend. I couldn't even get it out. I ain't never had a friend like you.
Oh, Joe, the feeling is mutual. That is what performing arts is all about, right? Doing a show together, you cultivate these amazing relationships and friendships.
Learning how to work together as a team and solve problems in the moment really brings people together. I think that's one of the things I love the most about working in the performing arts.
So true, so true. An amazing experience for everyone coming together like that. I can't wait for this next school to now take us to the streets of London.
Oh, cool.
With Dalmatian Vacation. But first, here's the principal from Asmser Elementary School to say a few words about the process.
Good evening, everyone. So our journey with the Disney musical started just like everyone else's. We're coming out or going in, not really sure, into a pandemic, but what I do know is that this was extremely helpful for our students. They got to express themselves in such a positive and magical way. They were also able to just develop more and more. The more they grew and the more practices they had, you saw students who were normally quiet go to being like just major stars on stage. And so I would just like to say, like, this has been so huge and beneficial for our school. It has brought our parents back into our school. I would like to give a huge shout out to our parents who have supported these students all the way through everything. And just thank you so much. Thank you to the students, and we had a marvelous time. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction.
We've had the most amazing time working with this team of teachers, administrators, and students.
Yes, we were very fortunate to have such a supportive school community. And two of our school team members were actually original teachers back when we started the program in 2019-2020, but unfortunately we were forced to halt due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And in the interim, these two teachers changed schools, and they both found themselves at Asmser. So we kind of had a running start when we began in January.
Without further ado, on behalf of ourselves and the Asmser school team, we're excited to present to you Dalmatian Vacation from 101 Dalmatians Kids.
Well, first, why don't we set the scene? Amanda?
All right. Free from Corella's evil plans, Roger, Anita, Nanny, and their Dalmatian puppies decide to adopt the other Dalmatians that Corella has stolen, bringing their total number of puppies to 101. And now they celebrate their new life together in Dalmatian Vacation.
Aren't they incredible? Let's give another big round of applause to these great students from Asmser. You know, seeing all these puppies on stage reminded me of the fact that I just got a new puppy, Chelsea.
Oh.
Except my puppy can't sing like these
No,
puppies.
I don't think so. Those were some incredible puppies.
I can't put her on Broadway. And speaking of Broadway, you know, Chelsea, I have to say that watching these incredible singers, they're making me feel a little self-conscious because I have these puppies, these young performers nipping at my heels. And, you know, I just hope there's a space for me because these kids are coming for my job.
You're not wrong, Joe. But believe me, you are filled with incredible talent. You're not going anywhere, but it is hard to believe that there is so much talent just oozing out of these kids so young. I have to keep reminding myself that we're watching 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders right now. This is incredible.
Really, really incredible. There are so many great numbers in our show tonight, and after seeing those first 2 performances and hearing about the wonderful difference the Disney Musicals in Schools program is making in our community, I can't wait to see what the other performers have in store for us tonight.
All right, we're continuing our tour around the world. We are leaving the streets of London and Cruella behind and heading to the Indian jungle, where we're going to encounter some memorable characters. Please help me welcome to the stage Leviton Dual Language School team and their performers. Oh my gosh.
Welcome. My name's Jacqueline Bartlett, Maestro de Arte. I was part of the backstage crew, heading it up with other adults and teachers and staff. Disney is about imagination and bringing the story to life. This opportunity allowed our students to explore big ideas with simple materials, mainly paper, felt, and a little bit of glitter. We researched, the students looked at video clips and book illustrations for our set prop and costume designs. This experience applied to Leviton Dual Languages School's 3 C's, which is collaborate, cooperate, and communicate. There is a mutual respect between the adults and the students working together. We listened and shared ideas. We would edit, re-edit, and edit once again. This is why we work so well as a team.
Thank you, Jackie. Buenas noches, ¿cómo están? We are very proud of our students that participated in the musical The Jungle Book. They have rehearsed twice a week since the beginning of January. They learned how to memorize their lines. They learned new dance steps. They collaborated and helped each other out in every rehearsal. They grew throughout the weeks to become leaders. We believe that the arts are very important in our schools and our lives. It brings out creativity, passion, imagination, language, and culture. Thank you to all of our teachers and staff at Leviton that made the Jungle Book possible. Our director, Jennifer Walker, Leida, Ana, Yara, Ramonita, and all our volunteers and parents volunteers that made this possible. Thank you for your time and dedication. Thank you to our PPAC and to Ms. Ali and Ari. Un aplauso a ellos. Without your collaboration, the Jungle Book wouldn't be possible. We have 3 amazing students that would like to say a few words. So we have Abel, Johnny Slay, and Ashley. They all did an amazing job.
Hi, guys. All right. I just want to say a quick word to all of our friends and to all of you guys. All right. Without all of our friends and teachers, this show would have never been possible. And all I want to say is thank you to all the teachers and staff members that helped us do this show so it can be possible and we can perform it. And also, I also want to say this was an awesome opportunity to me because without this opportunity, I would have never had this much fun in my life.
Hi, I'm Yanni Slay, and I just wanted to say that our experience with the Disney play has been absolutely incredible. We've loved learning all these dances and having fun. And our coaches, Mrs. Ari and Ali, have helped us achieve what we're going to present on the stage today, and they have been amazing to work with. And if we didn't do this play, we've never seen how great of actors we really are. Thank you.
Hello and good evening. My name is Ashley Santiago. I also played the role of Shanti in the Jungle Book Kids musical and play. My experience in the show has allowed me to open myself up to new possibilities. The practices and being part of the show has led me to find a new passion, and that is acting. I did not only grow as an actress, but a person too. This has allowed me to discover new things about myself and my friends. For this, I would like to give a special thank you to our coaches, Ms. Ari and Ms. Ali, Ms. Rodriguez, Ms. Valerio, Ms. Walker, our principal, Nurse Anna, backstage crew, Ms. Bartlett, and most importantly, Ms. Peña de la Rosa. Without them, we would not have been able to present this today. Thank you to everyone at PPAC who made this show and opportunity possible. I will never forget this experience.
Can we keep it down? Thank you, everyone, for that warm welcome. It is a true honor to be standing here this evening watching these amazing students make their touring Broadway debut.
We are thrilled and privileged to have had the opportunity to work with these amazing students and dedicated school team.
We've had the opportunity to watch these students reach their full potential and then some.
We sure did. We had amazing students in our large group of performers, some who stepped up to the plate taking on not only performance roles, but also creative and leadership roles as well. We are so proud of you all.
All right. Stop gushing. Okay. And now it is time to introduce our number for the Leviton Dual Language School. We will be performing I Want to Be Like You from the Jungle Book, but before we get started, let's set the scene.
In this number, Mowgli has been whisked away by the monkeys to meet King Louie, who wants to learn all there is to know about being a man cub. Meanwhile, Bagheera and Baloo hatch a plan to get Mowgli back in I Want to Be Like You.
Now I'm the king of the swingers, the jungle VIP. He's reached the top and had to stop. And that's what's bothering me. I want to be a man cub, and soon I enter town and be just like the other men. We're tired of looking around. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna be like you, ooh, ooh. I wanna walk like you, talk like you, ooh, ooh, ooh. You see it's true, ooh, ooh. And it's like me, and me, and me, and me. Can't learn to be you, ooh, ooh, and to, ooh, ooh. Now listen closely, man, cause we got something for you. The choice is clear, we need you here to make our dreams come true. Now give us the secret, man, cub, and teach us every rule. And you can be the master of how to be a man cub school. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna be like you, ooh, ooh. I wanna walk like you, talk like you, ooh, 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 ooh. You see it's true, ooh, ooh. And it's like me, and me, and me, and me. Can't like to be you, and to, ooh, ooh.
Man, what a beat!
Stop that beep and sick. Yeah. Now you just have to release an hour slowly. Got that?
You bet.
Shubidi ba. Thou dooba diva, thou dooba dooba. Ha 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 ha. Get mad, baby!
Aren't they fantastic? Give them another big round of applause.
I love the ears.
I do too. Could we give a special shout out to all of those folk out there who donned the staplers and the glue sticks and the thread,
Some glitter in
the
there.
glitter to help
some
make these
glitter.
beautiful costumes, right?
Oh,
It
my
takes
goodness.
a village to do this work, and I know that a lot of effort went into not only these great performances, but helping these kids look so adorable.
We're sitting back there dying. They're so amazing. Who knew there was that much talent in the jungle, right? All right, we have one more stop on our journey around the world this evening, and that's going to bring us to the far-off land of Arendelle. This is the home of Anna and Elsa, two sisters. Maybe you've heard of them? Yeah? Okay. They are characters from the musical Frozen.
Oh, the magic of Disney. I love this show. especially the song Love is an Open Door, which Alan Sean Feinstein will be performing this evening. You know, I think I really love this number because it reminds us all to focus on the most important thing, and that is loving one another, whether it be your neighbor, your family, or your enemy. The greatest gift we can give is indeed the gift of love.
Oh, Joe, that is so true. And Alan Sean Feinstein at Broad Street has really shown their love for the Disney Musicals in Schools program as they began their journey to get here tonight in the 2019-2020 school season, but obviously were halted due to COVID.
Well, we all are familiar with the journey of things being halted, especially those of us in the performing arts. You see, these students were originally cast as third graders. They are now fifth graders, and they will get to finish tonight what they started. They are going to share their perseverance and love of theater with you in their production number. Let me just say, as one fellow actor to all of you, I know what it's like to be grounded, but tonight, it is your time to fly. So please, help me welcome to the stage the school team and teaching artists from Alan Sean Feinstein at Broad Street with their students to take their places. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Our Frozen journey began back in fall 2019 at Alan Sean Feinstein at Broad Street Elementary School. At that time, we had a plan. We had a cast, we had fundraising, we had costume ideas, and materials purchased. We had props in, scenes, and we had rehearsals. And then in March 2020, just as Elsa hit Arendelle with an uncontrollable blizzard, stopping summer and causing an eternal freeze, COVID froze our production until fall 2021. The short version is Dana, our fearless leader from the Providence Performing Arts Center, gave our school the opportunity to reapply for the Disney Musicals in Schools grant. Knowing our students wanted to finish what they had begun, we rebuilt our production team, and it began again. Our original third grade cast grew into fifth graders and stood on the stage ready. 60% of our students at Broad Street speak a language other than English at home. We believed this arts program would give our language learners another outlet to express themselves and demonstrate their talents. Before our very eyes, we watched our third, fourth, and fifth grade students transform from everyday intelligent students to show-stopping Broadway performers. All of this was made possible by the amazing team I am privileged to be a part of. Emily Holloman, music director, Allison Falk, choreographer, costume designer, and co-director, Jean Rossi, responsible for set design and making our scenes come to life. Our amazing principal and colleagues at Feinstein at Broad Street and all of the families did their part to facilitate our drama team transform into Broadway on Broad Street. The teaching artists, Shania and Kristen, guided us and helped make Broadway on Broad Street happen. A very special thank you to you both.
Thank you, Dawn, for such a warm welcome. You have always made us feel welcome into your school, classroom, and rehearsal space.
We have had a wonderful time working with you and watching you and your students grow and build this imaginary world of frozen kids.
We would like to acknowledge our colleague Gladys Cole, who was here this evening and who had been part of the original teaching artist team and our team this year, but due to some unforeseen reasons had to step away. Thank you, Gladys, for igniting the torch for these teachers and passing it to us in your honor.
Closing out the evening, we have Love is an Open Door. After the lonely Princess Anna meets Hans at her sister's reception and coronation, the two find themselves having a lot in common and promise to never shut each other out.
However, the sisters come to learn in the end that their love is the one that will save the kingdom and each other.
Okay, can I just say something crazy?
I love crazy.
On my pet pin, a series of doors in my face. And suddenly I bump into you.
I was thinking the same thing because, like, I've been searching my whole life to find my own place. And maybe it's the party talking or the chocolate fondue. But with you, I found my
I see your face, and it's nothing like I've ever known before. Love's an open door. Love's an open door with you, with you, with you, with you. Love's an open door.
I mean, it's crazy.
What?
Fish each other's
Sandwiches. I never met someone who could think so much like me. Jinx again. Our mental synchronization can't have a one explanation. You and I were just meant to be. Say goodbye to the pain of the past. We don't have to feel it anymore. Love's an open door. Love's an open door. Love's an open door with you, with you, with you, with you. Love's an open door.
That's crazy. Are you there?
Can I say something even crazier? Yes!
Aren't they amazing?
Good job, guys.
You're fantastic. Fantastic. What an amazing, amazing, amazing evening of Disney magic. And I am looking at all these costumes. That mink stole, I want that wrapped around my shoulders next winter.
Gorgeous.
You are gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
That's so pretty. Let's give another big round of applause. I have so many friends with kids, and frozen in the lexicon of what parents are listening to over and over and over again has to be up there with one of those very popular musicals.
I'm pretty sure everyone knows the words to many of those songs because they've heard them on repeat.
So as these beautiful kids are exiting the stage, can I take a little bit of executive privilege and ask you all to give it up for y'all teachers, please? And teachers and parents, won't y'all give it up for y'all kids? And to all of these talented young people out here tonight, who knows? One of you may someday be singing some of these songs on Broadway. But I'm going to tell you this. No matter where you end up, we just hope you keep singing, that you keep dancing, that you keep acting, but more importantly, that you keep on dreaming. And dreaming big. Big.
I think Broadway is right. I think we're going to see many of these students right back up here at PPAC pretty soon, I would have to say. We are just so proud of each and every one of you and hope you had a wonderful time celebrating and sharing your hard work tonight. We are so happy to hear that. so happy to hear that. We're so impressed by the passion and talent and dedication in this theater tonight. We are also inspired, right, by all of the work that the teachers put into these productions, never having done this before.
But we can't forget about these folks, the principals and the assistant principals. Can we give them a round of applause? Principals, assistant principals, and teachers have been on the front lines, and without support from the top, a production can't truly be its best. So thank you all of you for supporting these young people and supporting these wonderful productions and for helping to make this all happen. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much as well for having us here tonight. And congratulations to all you have accomplished. To all of you teachers out there, you have partnered with Disney teaching artists and your teams all semester to produce these incredible shows. You are now officially directors, choreographers, music directors, stage managers, and producers. And we know that you are all ready to continue to this tradition of musical theater in your schools.
So as we say goodbye tonight, please help me welcome to the stage Providence Performing Arts Center Chairman of the Board, Joe Walsh.
Thank you, everybody. Welcome to PPAC for the first annual Disney Musical in Schools Student Share Celebration, and it was a great celebration, wasn't it? So let's have a round of applause for Chelsea and Joe Wilson, who came today to support us. And let's have a hand for Dana, who put this all together. Where's Dana? Come out and take a wave. Give a wave for Dana. So this doesn't happen by itself. It happens because a lot of people put time, effort, and concern into this. And let's have a good round of applause for our school administrators and our teachers. Please stand. Where's the lights? Put the lights on so people can see our teachers and administrators that supported this program and put arts into the schools. And let's thank all of our parents. All of you guys, thank your parents and your friends who came to support you here today to see what you can achieve. And let's have a hand for all of the school kids, the 4 schools, all of you who did a great job here today. And this is all possible because of Disney, and I can share with you today that next year there will be the kits and the performance rights, and the kits will be free of charge. By the way, to the school administrators and teachers, be free to all the schools next year. All 4 of you will be back with another program next year, free of charge. So thank you all for participating in our first. This is going to be first of hopefully many, many for the years to come. And I'd like to call out now Betsy Rinaldi, our coordinator, who's going to dismiss us. Betsy?
Thank you, Joe. Hello, everyone. So as he was saying, we just wanted to let you know that next year, your performance rights and show kits will be free. So congratulations. Teachers, this year you learned so much from your teaching artists, and you're ready to do this on your own. We will help you get started with professional development at the beginning of the school year, and we cannot wait to see what you do. So on behalf of PPAC, Disney, Dana, and myself, we'd like to say one more time, we know all the challenges you faced this year doing this program and working through COVID-19. We know. We're so proud of each and every one of you for all that you accomplished. You have persevered through challenging times, and if you can make it through this year, you can make it through any year. We look forward to supporting you next year and coming out to see all your productions. So congratulations to our Disney Musicals in Schools participants on all that you've accomplished, your teachers, your administrators, their commitment to bringing this life-changing arts education experience to your school community. You all played an important role in the success of this program, and for that, we are all forever grateful. Give yourselves another round of applause.